Hi guys, and welcome to the RedFlex special solo audition today. We've got some slackers on the RedFlex team today, so I'll be going solo. They may join us, and they may not, but good professional performance by Man United. Ended up with half the team academy graduates, which was great to see. Unfortunately, we didn't get the win, but it's 0-0, clean sheet. Yes, we could have conceded in the first half, but we kind of rode that storm. And in the end, it was a professional performance, considering we made so many changes. It's great to see so many young players in the team. And yeah, brilliant performance. 0-0, yeah, we could have won it, we could have lost it. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. I think it was a decent performance, a great experience, and that was the main thing. It was a great experience for some of the lads. Really happy to see Ahmad and Shola on the pitch. Lots of minutes for Brandon and Axel as well. So all in all, good job. Bruno rested, Harry Maguire rested. It wasn't the team sheet I predicted at all whatsoever. I had predicted Brandon to start, and I'd also kind of predicted Ahmad to start as well, but obviously that wasn't the case. But can't complain. Job done. Great to see the boys in the next round. Looking forward to the draw, 12 o'clock. Who do we want? Who don't we want? I think we could do a separate show on that, couldn't we, everyone? I think we could do a separate show on that. But I think as long as we avoid the British teams, although saying that, I wouldn't mind Rangers. I'm not sure what you guys think. I wouldn't mind seeing Rangers. I think that'd be a great clash. Steven Gerrard, the whole Liverpool connection, and I think it'd be two great games, something to look forward to. Other than that, there's still some great teams in it. I think Milan are still going to be in it. Milan are still in it, so they're probably one of the favourites as well. So let's see 12 o'clock tomorrow. We may even do a special show just for the draw, depending on if it's a big game, a big massive game. I don't really want to see Tottenham or Arsenal. It's just same old, isn't it? Premier League. Let's see a big game. Let's have a big game. I don't want these kind of Shakhtar Donetsk or all these kind of these, let's say, rubbish teams. Let's get a good team. It'll bring some excitement, and let's see what we can do. Yes, Zlatan and Smalling. The TV loves me. Great comment. Yeah, nice to see Zlatan and Smalling coming back to Old Trafford. That'd be great. Yeah, definitely. I think there's loads of different little permutations that could happen with the draw. Yeah, I'm excited. MZ, another comment. Let's see what you're saying. I actually think it's time we label Rashford the nutmeg king. You make everyone in front of him. Yeah, he does actually. He does. He's done that quite often, hasn't he? In the last few games, which is it's a great skill to have. I'm a fan. I know Qasim isn't. I'm a great fan of Rashford. Yes, he does have his moments where he disappears in games and he misses a lot of chances. But as I said before, he's still 23. Let's give him another year or two. Let's see if he can become that accomplished winger striker. I don't think he'll ever be a number 9, but it doesn't really matter as long as he gets the goals and gets his numbers, which he is. He's doing better than what he was doing last year. Obviously, got injured as well, so let's cut him some slack, and let's see how he does for the rest of the season. We've got some big games coming up. We've got Leicester in the FA Cup. I think these two games are going to be sandwiched around that time. I think it's the 11th and 18th of March. It's the round of 16. I might be wrong. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not far away. A couple of weeks away. We've got the first leg. So yeah, again, I really do hope it's a big game. I wouldn't mind Milan, to be honest. It'd be a great game, one for everyone to get excited about. So bring it on. But going back to the game, I said first 20 minutes, I thought we were. I'm going to be honest, I thought we were awful. First 20 minutes. Sociedad ran the game. They were the possession, great movement. Januzaj was playing really well. Obviously, they had a couple of chances. Obviously, the penalty, big miss. If they'd scored that, would it have affected the result? Probably not. I think the game was in the bag.
How are we doing?
Here you are, Bill. Nice to see you join us. I thought it would have been
started without everyone. What's going on?
Yeah, I thought I'd just kind of start as soon as the game finished, just to get those viewers who haven't had a chance to watch the game. I thought I'd bring them the live score, which obviously it's finished 0-0. There wasn't any excitement in the game, to be honest. There's a few chances here and there. Abdul, what did you make of the game overall?
I think it was always going to be this kind of game. I think United were just probably playing like first, second gear. I mean, I think the main objective was probably not to lose this game, just in regards to their kind of record at Old Trafford. I didn't ever see United going full pelt for this. So, a draw. I think it was probably a fair result. To be fair, to be fair. That makes sense.
To be fair, got some comments coming here. MZ, let's see what MZ's back on. I don't care who we get in the draw as long as we don't slip up in the league. That's true. I think it shouldn't be to the detriment of the league campaign. I mean, I'm more than happy with the big team, because if you go out, you go out, don't you? So it's better, if we get a Milan, that's fine. I mean, I'm not sure who else is in there of who's worth mentioning, but Milan for me is the standout tie. Zlatan, Smalling coming back for you, Abdul.
I think you said it earlier. I don't want anyone from the English league.
Yeah, we don't want
and I think you said you actually don't mind Rangers. I mean, I don't mind Rangers, to be fair, as well.
Cracking game,
because this seems to be playing very well in Europe. If we play a weakened team against the full strength Rangers team, I think that'd be an interesting tie.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think every United fan wants a big European game, and that involves maybe a team from Spain, team from Italy. So yeah, if it's Milan, that just sounds like a very romantic tie, very big game. Bring it on.
Yeah, bring it on. More comments pouring in today. TV loves me. Poor Tony struggling bad. He is. I think he was. I think you mentioned it. I think, actually, it was Usman. I think on the pre-match that you might play Tony just because you might want him to get a goal, get a bit of confidence. But I didn't see that at all. I didn't see anything from Martial.
He's still completely out for me. He had a few glimpses here and there. He was doing a little bit, but this is not the same Tony Martial from last year. And if he normally starts up front, we're probably not going to get many goals, or he's not going to be involved in the kind of chance creations or involved in those final kind of few interactions before hopefully the ball goes in the net. So it just ends with him. As soon as he gets the ball, it doesn't seem like he has the intent or the kind of drive or even attitude to kind of give that extra half yard, to give that extra touch, to try and get a goal. So every time he starts, I don't feel that confident that we're going to score many goals, to be fair.
True. Comment from Shazina. You saved me, Abdul, I think. I'm struggling apparently on my own, but yeah, we'll leave that for the others to decide.
Looks like she's actually she was still watching, wasn't she? So you must be doing all right.
Well, I must be doing all right. I think I had quite a few views at the start at one point. So yeah, not complaining with that. MZ again. I don't want to play the back row. Yeah, I think I mentioned that. I think you don't want Arsenal, do you? You don't want Arsenal, Tottenham. It's just the same old.
Yeah,
same
definitely
old.
not.
You don't want that. It's just like another the Premier League game, isn't it? Especially Tottenham, it'll be like one of those disgusting, boring 0-0 games. One goal, and even Arsenal might end up being that as well. To be honest, we lost 1-0 at Old Trafford, 0-0 at their place. It'll be a similar game. You don't want that. You want a bit of excitement. You want, you
actually want it to feel like it's a European game. You don't want it to feel like it's just an extension of the kind of Premiership, or the Premier League, which we don't want. Absolutely, we want like a glamour tie. I mean, the further we go into it, the more likely that's going to happen anyway. But I want it now. To be fair, I mean, let's have it. Let's have that. Let's have Milan, and let's just have those big games, because that's what we've been missing.
Are we going to bring the fans a live draw reaction? But can you confirm?
Let's see who's free at the time. Let's see what's going on. I'm actually not sure when the draw is. Is it in the afternoon at some point?
12 o'clock, but I think it'll probably be 15:15 by the time they do the draw. I think 15 minutes they like to just talk about waffle, don't they?
Oh no, knowing UEFA's probably going to start at 3 o'clock. They seem to do a lot of fast.
Yeah, probably 20 past, I think it'll start. So let's see if we can bring everyone that. Another comment from TV Loves Me. I think Tony wants to leave after the race. Something. I don't know. I think he was struggling before that, wasn't he? Whether he wants to leave.
I mean, if he wants to leave, fair. That's fair. I mean, let him go, man. And I don't think there's many United fans now who are still in his camp, where they totally kind of trust and believe in him, to be honest. So I think it might be
Ole
time for
believes
him
in
to
him.
go.
Ole believes in him, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's gonna say that until he's at the club anyway. He was saying the right things about everyone just before they left anyway. So that's his job, to keep everyone happy whilst they have a contract at Man United. So he will say the right things, but
I think
it's time for him to go. He's not doing it unless it's just one of those seasons where he's just not performing. The next season he's back on fire like it was last season. Who knows?
Can we take that risk though with him? Is it worth taking the risk?
It's probably not, because what we need is someone who's world class, someone who's consistent, someone who's going to bang in those goals, and we shouldn't have to think about
for me,
which Tony Martial's going to turn up. We need someone who's consistent.
For me, if we bring in Haaland or Sancho, you use the money that you get for selling Anthony Martial. Martial still got a good resale value. He must be worth at least 40 million.
He's young enough. Yeah.
Sure, 40 million minimum.
I think he's done enough in the game to warrant maybe more than 40, that, because
50 million,
I think we signed him for around about 50 million, didn't we? Yeah, including add-ons and things like that. So
Sancho we may
50
get
million.
Sancho we may get for 50, 60. So if we can get 40, 50 for Martial, why not? What a swap deal with Dortmund.
I can't see Dortmund actually wanting to go anywhere near that guy. He's too inconsistent.
You never know. He might have a different league, new surroundings. He might play well. Champions League team. It's not. It won't be necessarily a massive step down for him. But anyway, I think that's a topic we could discuss all day, couldn't we, about Anthony Martial? MZ again. Yeah, this is an interesting point. Qasim's not on the show today, but Dan James did play well. I didn't think he did anything wrong. I think he had that chance with the header, didn't he, where he could have scored. It was a great. I thought it was a decent header, great save. I thought he played well again. Obviously, he got put on the left, which was a little bit of a surprise. I thought he'd been playing really well on the right, but obviously Ole wanted him on the left. What do you make of his performance?
I think that the kind of left side is where he wants to play. That's where he's used to playing, and that's his first choice. I think, in terms of if he had a choice to play on the pitch, that's where he'd say he want to play. But yeah, he was doing okay on the right as well.
I mentioned at the start of the show, were you proud that we had like nearly half the team were academy graduates by the end of the game? I think we had 5 or 6 on at one point. It's a proud thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's proud. But I think because it's the Europa League, that's why we've seen it. We're just seeing a lot of reserve players, a lot of fringe players. Here he is, the main man,
living it large.
The next tribal chief, apparently.
Qasim, was there anything else in that orange juice that we need to know about?
Or is it 100% pure fresh orange juice?
100% pure.
Is it orange juice?
I think it is.
Tropical juice.
Oh,
that's right. So, yeah.
Juice.
There we go. Remember with Qasim, there's always a bit of mixture and a bit of spice. It's never one thing with Qasim. But Qasim, as we're talking about Dan James,
a man of many flavors.
Yeah, Qasim, that's it. That's what I was after. That's the line I was after. A man of many flavors. Qasim, Dan James. Let's talk about Dan James. What do you make of his performance?
MZ's very eager to hear your views on this.
MZ's desperate to hear what you got to say.
I think the penalty that he gave away was quite soft, to be honest. And
was a foul.
Yeah,
was a foul.
I guess was a foul.
Yeah, he didn't really do anything. He did nothing, so he didn't surprise me at all because he did nothing. So
nothing bad, nothing good.
Yeah, to be fair, I can't remember anything that he did.
What about his header? That header he had. What about that?
Yeah, it was a poor header.
I thought it was okay. It was on target. It was kind of. Well, it wasn't right in the corner, but
I think he should have scored that. To be honest,
that's a bit harsh. That's not his forte. The heading's not his forte, really. I thought he did well. I thought he did well with the header. More comments. Do you think they're not going to stop today? MZ, like I said last time, get him a taxi. He leaves now. Anthony Martial, I think he's talking about them. Yeah. Qasim, your thoughts on Martial? Anything changed in your opinion? Taking off?
Has he even got worse?
You know what? I was thinking, obviously, I've said Martial is not good enough, but today I kind of seen it in a different way as well. I thought he's not really getting much service, is there? Let's be honest.
I think today he didn't. Probably, yeah. But I mean, there's been other games where he does get involved a lot.
I think the most concerning bit is he's not even getting chances. Never mind not scoring. He's not scoring.
In this game, it was going to be one of those games where he just needed to be played. They had no desire to really go forward to win the game.
Yeah, I agree with that. There wasn't that pressure. There wasn't that
second gear, first gear. They weren't even trying. They weren't even trying to.
Mentally, I think you could tell as well. The team, they weren't too concerned about scoring. It was just about, if they created a chance, they created a chance. To be honest, yeah, I wasn't too bothered about that approach either. 0-0, clean sheet. As I said at the start of the show, job done. We've gone to Chelsea. Players rested. Players got some minutes.
What we need to remember here as well is the way Sociedad played today is what I expected from them in the previous game. Yeah. And now that they played that game, United couldn't break them down. And then some would say Sociedad maybe deserved a goal for the way they were playing, especially at the start of the game. So, I mean, again, I have no idea why they played that game the way they did in the first leg, but fine, they did that, and we took full advantage of it. So that was fantastic credit to the team to take full advantage of that horrendous kind of way of playing that they had. This is the way I expected to play, and look at the result. Although we were 4-0 up, so maybe it would be different, but this is the way to play against United.
Yeah, but Qasim, if it was just 1-0 to us, let's say, and if we had played a full team, would you expect us to win?
Obviously, you'd think that we should win, but because they were playing the low block, we know that we struggle against it. So the 0-0s are always possible with us. One thing that I thought was funny today as well. Did anybody see Victor Lindelof's Daniel Bryan-esque kick?
No, yeah, the cry kick. The cry kick, yeah, we saw that.
Yes, he jumped quite high. I was quite impressed with that.
I was going to say, I've never seen him jump that high before. Could have stopped so many goals. He gets bullied. But today, he jumped. He was like a Ronaldo jump.
Brings on his feet. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think it would have been a nice moment for Axel to get the goal, but, it's what it is, isn't it? He was denied the opportunity, but let's hope he gets more opportunities in maybe the next round. Let's see who we get. Qasim, you got any preferences who we get?
I think on commentating they were talking about Zlatan and Chris Smalling possibly coming back to Old Trafford. I think that would be quite entertaining to see. Zlatan rolling up at Old Trafford, maybe getting a bit of a scuffle with someone, maybe with Fernandes. That would be good to see them going at each other.
Battle, yeah, it would be a good battle. More comments. TV loves me. Tony getting 2 touches in the box per 90 minutes. Not going to score with those stats. We like to play wide, but not get into the box a lot. Yeah, I mean, I think we've discussed that. I mean, what you do with Martial, I think he's had ample opportunity. We seem to talk about every show. It's like a broken record, isn't it? Martial, he didn't do much.
He's not a striker. That's the problem.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
The thing is, last season though, he was good. So what's happened to him? That's what I want to know. What's happened to the guy? I mean, last season, I don't think anyone would be saying what they're saying. Anyone would be saying, "Oh yeah, look at our front three: Greenwood, Martial, Rashford." Everyone was saying, "Oh, we need to make sure we play our strongest team." Blah blah blah. But now all of a sudden, I don't know what's happened to him this season.
The problem is, we always thought that he could be a striker, and then it paid off last season. But really, if you look at his strengths, there's nothing about him that tells you that he's a striker. Nothing.
I don't know. I mean, last season he got great, his movement in behind. He got, the balls threaded through to him, especially when we had Bruno. 1-on-1 with the keeper. You'd normally put it away. 1-1 with the keeper. You'd back him 9 times out of 10 last season.
But last season I can't even remember the last time Martial was 1-on-1 with a goalkeeper.
This season, yeah, you're right. This season, yeah, obviously.
But whose fault's that?
I don't know.
Whose fault is it? Is it him not making the runs? Is it the players not giving the balls? Is it just the way we're playing is slightly different to last season? Who knows? It's weird how he's gone from being one of the top performers to being so bad.
Another comment from TV.
Yeah, that's an interesting point.
Yeah, but especially we don't make enough runs to hurt teams. It's always very safe. I think that is a point, but obviously we need to remember a lot of teams are now playing low block. Even the big teams don't play as expansive. I think I mentioned this already, haven't I? They've learned from last season. They don't commit as many people forward anymore. I think the City game was the prime example of that when it was 0-0. That was the biggest change you'll see in one of the top 6 teams playing against us. They just did not commit as many men as they would have in a normal game, and they also kept a very low line. It wasn't a high line. Again, very un-Pep-like. But that's the difference. Chelsea did it. Arsenal have done it. that they just do not give us that space in behind to allow us Bruno to put for the balls over the top to play in the counter attack. It's just not going to happen. I think Chelsea played the same, very similar, even though it's going to be at Stamford Bridge. So I can see that being a draw as well.
Most of the managers. Yeah, sorry, Qasim, go on.
No, I was just going to say, if we want to be where we want to be, then we need to overcome, teams just dropping back. That shouldn't be like an excuse for us, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, look, against the top six, our record is very indifferent this year. We've drawn a lot, we've lost a few. I think what the shift with having Bruno and the way we play now that we've got Bruno, is it's dramatically improved our results against the teams 8 and below. But obviously it's had a knock-on effect with the top 6 teams now because of the way we're playing, and it's a little bit different on the way the teams, the top teams are adapting. So it's all part of that learning process, isn't it? We can't have it all in one season. Last year we were crying every week, oh, we can't beat the bottom teams. Our line was, we played well against the big boys, but we did rubbish against everyone else. Now we're not saying that. Now we're saying, we're not playing well against the big boys, but we're doing okay against the lower team. So we can't have it all in one season. Next year, let's see. I think there'll be another stage in the development process. Hopefully we'll get the signings that we want as well. And, hopefully it'll be a better season than this one. So,
what I was going to say as well. Yeah, sorry, Harris. I was just going to say, just before I forget what I was going to say, still got it in my mind. So I was going to say, in terms of that low block, I think most kind of top teams now know, because our defense is weak. They're like, okay, let's just sit back. Let's try and hit in the counter, because there's going to be at least one mistake in us somewhere, and that's how they're going to win, because they know if they do that, defensively weak, and they're very likely to get a goal against us that way. So that's why I think teams are now actually going with that approach, and it seems to be working against us as well, unfortunately.
You agree with that, Qasim?
Yeah, I think we definitely struggle against teams that don't really come out, but we need to be better at dealing with that than we currently are anyway at the moment. Nowhere near good enough. That's why at home our results are so bad, because obviously teams sit back, whereas when we're away, it's that kind of mentality, or we're at home, we have to attack, and that's why maybe we do so well away from home. But yeah, definitely at Old Trafford, it's not been good enough. I think obviously since Fernandes joined, that aspect of our game has gone so much better, I think. But I think in the comments when TV Loves Me said it's very safe, at times we can be quite predictable, I think, and that is an issue.
MZ agrees. Let's see what MZ's saying. The problem is we have young, talented players, but they do not have the experience and mentality to break down a low block team. It's evident in the poor decision making in the final third. Yeah, I agree with that. I think we do.
Lack of form, lack of quality, I think.
It is that, isn't it? I mean, decision making is the key word. I think sometimes we don't make the right decision. I think with Bruno's obviously helped a lot compared to when we didn't have him. He makes things happen, but the players, Qasim, you said it before, Rashford has been accused of it, Martial definitely, Greenwood sometimes. So the players are not making the right decision at the right time. But I just think it's all part of their development. I think it will improve, and hopefully we'll see that next season. I think it's a topic we can talk about for a long time, and it's probably one we will be coming back to nearly every game, or every couple of games, about how do we make the step to, make that next step to the next level. But I think I just want to concentrate on today's game, wrap things up. So Abdul, I'm going to get your man of the match, please.
No one really stood out, to be honest.
Good luck.
Yeah, of course. Maybe Eric Bailly. I think he did well at the back. He did some good things and some kind of unusual things that you wouldn't really expect from a centre back whilst on the ball. So it's probably high risk play, but it does look very good on camera.
Yeah, Qasim?
It's a tough one. I'm going to give it to Henderson. I think it was another assured game from him. Kept quiet, played low.
I don't think he had much to do.
Much to do, to be honest.
But
yeah. He didn't.
But to be honest with you, I didn't really have anyone in mind. But I just thought the first person that I thought of was Henderson, but obviously, yeah, he didn't do much.
MZ saying Axel.
I thought he was horrendous when he came on.
I don't think he was on long enough either. So
I thought it was poor.
Yeah,
I thought it was poor.
I think TV was maybe with the other.
There was one moment in the game that stood out to me. Let's see if you guys agree as well. I think Eric Bay, I think he was getting pressed by Isaac, the Sociedad striker. And I think he was running on goal, one-on-one, and then Eric Bay came, showed some pace.
Yeah. Did a little turn. Yeah, I love that.
That's what I'm saying. Unusual for a centre-back. Massive risk.
And you know what, Qasim? Just for that moment, I'm giving him man of the match. I'm going to give him man of the match for that.
Just for that? What if he had like 17 errors before that?
No, look. Come on. Why only made 1 or 2 errors for me? He only made a couple of errors, Abdul.
Yeah, but Harris, there's one thing he actually didn't do.
What's that?
One thing was he wasn't running down the left wing. I know you love that for a centre back. He wasn't doing that today. So there's no way he doesn't fit your criteria to get man of the match.
That's not his game. That's not his strength. That's not his strength. That's
by the way, Fred can't shoot because that's not his strength.
Listen, mate, let's not talk about Fred. Fred had an opportunity. He was one-on-one with the keeper. He took it to the side with his left foot. Obviously, he's got no right foot, so he didn't go for goal. He had to cut it back for Fernandez, who hit the crossbar. Very disappointed in Fred there. I was hoping he'd shoot with his right foot, Fred. But
great vision, I thought. I don't know whether he actually aimed to pass it to Fernandez. It's great vision. That was a tough pass.
Let me ask you a question, Harris. Yeah, in front of the millions and millions, in front of the global community. If Fred scores a goal with his right foot, what are you going to do, man? Tell me what you're going to do about that.
I will.
What are you going to do, man?
I will say I love Fred, and I want him in every team sheet for the rest of the season. Okay,
after you need to give us a bit more than that. You need to give us a bit more than that, I think.
A bit more than that.
I think you should be a bit more. Let me rope you in. What do you think? It needs to be a bit more than that.
I'll get a t-shirt made. I love Fred.
Yeah, that works.
That's decent. And what about you, Cass? What if Dan James scores a hat-trick in the Premier League or puts in a vintage performance against Milan in Europa, just say?
Before I answer that, I think MC's confirmed that Fred has already scored with his right foot versus Wolves. So maybe Harry should check
Is that true?
Video.
Yeah, was it that loopy shot or something like that? You know what? I might have to go back into the archives. I have to delve into the archives.
He's trying to discredit the goal. He's going
to spend some money now.
Might have to. Qasim, I'm taking out of your allowance. Yeah, I'm going to take out of your fee, your match fee.
As far as I'm aware, I'm not getting paid for this, but there's no match fee. But
right, yeah.
Great comment from TV Loves Me. I think. Great comment.
You know what? That might happen.
I think he should do it.
That might happen. Yeah, I think I can make that happen.
I don't think he's got it in him, man. I don't think he's got it in him to do it.
I might do that.
Let's say towards the end of the season. End of May, early June.
End of May.
Season's finished. Let's see it happen.
I might do that. If he scores another with his right foot, then he's already scored one. So let's wrap it up there, guys. I think we've discussed what we wanted to discuss. Chelsea to look forward to. Obviously, we're going to have the pre-match as per usual. I think we will have the pre-match. We may even do it tomorrow, but if not, it'll be Saturday, won't it, Qasim? We'll do it Saturday, if not tomorrow.
I think it's Saturday, isn't it, Cass? I think.
Is it Saturday? Oh, it is Saturday, isn't it? 4 o'clock, 3:30.
Is it?
Confirmed. I think it is, isn't it? 4, 3:30.
I think we may have a special guest.
A special guest on. I just remembered as well. I've got a special guest coming on. A big Chelsea fan. So yeah, we will bring you that live. What's MZ saying? I'm sending it to you, Cass, on WhatsApp.
Well, we're going to have it on WhatsApp.
So he's going to have it on WhatsApp. So Qasim's going to have the evidence as well. So yeah, MZ, you send it through.
I'll forward it on to you, Harris, tonight. Before you go to sleep.
Don't forward it on to me. I'm going to watch your number tonight. So yeah, don't be forwarding it on to me. But yeah, 0-0. It was an exciting game. Job done for Man United. Great to see the youngsters We'll be back, guys, on Saturday. As usual, please do follow us on all the usual social channels. Links are below. We're also on Periscope, which is part of Twitter. We're also on Twitch. And remember, guys, we are the RedFlex, the only channel in the world which is run by 4 brothers who all support Manchester United from Manchester. Take care, guys, and we will see you on Saturday.